when you butt heads with a roommate on things like that, it just doesn't work. Like my roommate personally, like she thought it was totally okay to shower with her boyfriend while I was in the room. And to me, that's not
Wait,
okay.
what? Hi everyone, welcome to the Dave Show. My name is Dave Martin. And I will be your host for today. And today we got two wonderful guests in episode 4 right away. The dorm life disaster, and we're returning here. Say hi, everybody.
Hey.
And how's your guys' day?
Pretty
Pretty
good.
good.
Pretty good. We had a snow day today, so I slept the whole time.
Yo,
Pretty much
lucky.
same.
Damn.
And
Okay.
Kira decided to sweep and only swept her side of the room.
Okay. Well, you were sleeping, so you could have gotten out of bed. Done your work.
Crazy. But yeah, make sure you guys like the video and hit that follow button. Okay, today we're here to talk about dorm life, and one thing about like when we a freshman, we need to like leave our parents and start living on our own and stuff like that. And I know that's a tough process because like from high school and stuff, like you being with your parents all the time, and when you got to college, you have to be on your own. Like, what's this experience look like for you guys? Like, did you guys cry when you guys like left your parents? Like, when you guys see your parents say goodbye that last time, did you guys cry, or were you guys happy for freedom, or did you guys were homesick for like 1 month straight?
Me personally, when my mom left, I mean, I did feel a little dejected, but like it wasn't anything super emotional for me because I knew I was going to be like doing things later that night. But mostly I was just kind of upset because during the whole like moving process, like my mom helped me move my things into my room, and then when it was time to like decorate and actually like put things away, she left because those were things only I could do, and she was just kind of like in the way.
Damn. And the
Well,
way.
do you see how small this room is?
Yeah,
Do you
that's
see how
lucky,
tiny
true.
this room is? Yeah.
Please not my space.
And then like my roommate was moving in at the same time. So it was just like there were a lot of people in and out of the room.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
That was a mess. What about you? What was your experience with?
Mine was horrible.
Horrible.
I like came into college with the mindset that it was gonna be horrible and that I was gonna hate it. So that's kind of how it started. Cried the whole time, hated every second of it. Yeah, when my parents left, they did not give a crap. They did not. They were not sad about leaving me. But I was very upset because I hate change. I hate change so much, and so being away from home was really hard for me. And I also had a foreign exchange student as my roommate, so it was just like, and I'm a very awkward person, so it was really like, it was a big change.
So, how did you guys like get to meet your roommate? Like, did you guys like me personally? I didn't care. Like, one guy texted me. I didn't even check his background. He asked me to be his roommate, and I said yes. Like, do you guys were the same way, or do you guys like talk to them and try to see if they have the same common interest as you guys to be their roommate?
So personally, I think I started the roommate search like a little too late because I only decided that I did want to come to college my second semester of my senior year. So that's when I like actually like applied and got admitted. And then when I started looking for roommates, everyone already had roommates.
Oh, gee.
And so I was like looking through like the like the database where they have everyone's names, and I probably texted over 100 girls, and some of them never got back to me, and then everyone else was like, I already have roommates. And so when the time came around, I got randomly assigned a roommate, and we didn't have like a lot of time to talk before school started. Like I did get her like Instagram and stuff, and like we did talk. And I think we met in person twice before the school year actually started, but it was totally random for me.
Yeah, so mine was kind of the same. I wasn't gonna come to college, and I decided like right at the end of senior year. So when like housing opened up, I basically just put myself in this room and they joined me.
Ooh.
So I didn't know until like after I was already roommates with them. And they didn't respond to me for like a couple days, so I didn't really know who I was coming with. And then my roommate was still in not North.
Oh.
Was still in Well, cut that, guys. We was still in
Pause.
South Korea.
So what I'm hearing is you're
So-
communist.
So there was a big like time zone difference and a like language barrier, so it was just like hard to communicate, but she seemed really nice. And then so I like talked to my roommates a little bit, but I didn't meet any of them until the day I got here, and I came up to the door, I knocked, and she was in her pajamas sleeping when I met her.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
gee.
you have to tell how you like the room was when you came in. Okay. So for context, Kira and I weren't originally roommates. Like we had separate roommates before this, and I moved into the room like 2/3 of the way through last semester. So we both had different roommates at the start of this year. So you need to tell your experience of what the room looked like, because obviously she's cute now.
Yeah, it's a lot more decorated.
She's so cute now, but what was it like
you
before
guys
that?
did a pretty good job with that.
So-
Like, look,
Yeah.
all right, great.
I just have a lot of stuff.
Yeah, a lot.
I like a very decorated room, like very much too much stuff. But since she was a foreign exchange student, she like couldn't have a bunch of stuff obviously because she came with like a suitcase. So she just had like white sheets and just like had her stuff set up, and the only thing on the walls, which was honestly iconic because I love it, was one Spider-Man picture right here.
Oh,
and I
that's
love
cute.
that.
That's actually cute.
I love Spider-Man. So, I mean, I loved it. But I just think it's so funny looking at how it was before compared to how it is now.
Well, you need to tell, like, okay, so my bed's like a little lofted, and then my desk, Dave's sitting at my desk right here. Where was the desk before?
She had it right here. Right, like,
Oh,
against the
geez.
bed.
Right against the bed, right in front.
I would have rolled onto it.
Oh, me too.
Absolutely.
Like,
I would have kicked
that's-
everything off that desk.
Yeah, and then we have a dresser with 6 drawers, so it's like 3 each. And so right now, Kira has top 3, I have bottom 3. And how was it before?
It was every other. So if you get here first, guys, if you get to your dorm first, don't do every other. Just pick 3, top or bottom.
Just pick top or bottom.
I loved
we
her
go.
so much, but that was she was so funny. I loved it.
But did you guys like before you guys move in? Did you guys get a tour of campus before to get an idea what the dorm looked like, or you just say you're going to this college and no matter what the dorm looked like?
Yeah. So basically, I went on like one of the last tour dates they had before the school started, like before school year started, because I didn't really know where I was gonna go. I just kind of one day was like, someone was like, UNK's fun. I was like, guess I'm going to UNK. So I went on like the last one, and I toured the dorms, and I was like, okay, well, guess this is where I'm living.
Personally, UNK was the only college I applied for, and I didn't tour it. So first time I was on campus was the first time I was on campus.
So like, did you have an idea what's a dorm look like, or like when were you like happy when you got there, or you were disappointed? You're like, oh, I wish it could be bigger. Or
I have a
something.
friend who's a sophomore here. Hi, Cami. And she, I came and visited her a couple of times last year. And so like, I knew what the towers looked like, so that's why I wanted to live in the towers, because that was the only place that I had been to. But I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know it came with a shower. Like I thought there was like a toilet and a sink in here, but
Look at toilet and shower is pretty tiny. Like this is
and
impressive.
apparently our shower's leaking.
Oh
Yeah, into the laundry room.
Yeah, but they can't fix it. So
But the best part about this room is we have a corner room. We're in the corner, so ours is like a square.
we don't have suite mates anymore. We don't have anyone across the hall from us, and there's one girl on the suite mate from across the hall.
Yeah.
So we're pretty isolated. Oh, you just said our room is a square.
Yeah, like the other rooms aren't. Ours is like, since we have a corner room, ours is technically bigger than everyone else's room.
Oh, that's pretty impressive.
Yeah,
that's-
because they're usually like curved.
Oh yeah, she's right. Like they usually
That's so
do.
crazy because I feel like my last dorm room was bigger than this.
Mm-mm.
There, if you
We
guys,
just have a lot of stuff.
if you can't see,
Mm,
here's my stuffed animal. There's a massive gap in between
Yeah.
the wall and my bed. My bed doesn't
This-
sit flat
This
against the
damn
wall
pillar.
because of this pillar. So all my stuff constantly falls off my bed, and my bed is like jutted out in the room.
Bath always falls off my bed too.
We have to talk about Bath and Raph.
Bath and Raph.
Everyone see Bath and Raph. Here, Dave, I'm gonna give you time to bleep this. Bath is big as fuck, and Raph is ripped as fuck.
Because he has a
but
hole.
Let me see.
I got him for $12 because he has a hole.
Did you buy it at Walmart?
Yeah. I wanted
Yeah,
him
I
so
see it all
bad.
the time.
I wanted it so bad, and then we were there yesterday, and there was one that was only $12 because it had a hole, and we knew we had to get it.
Fire opportunity.
Yeah.
And it's so funny because Raph is the second parrot in my room. Here's the first one. He
Oh.
I used to glued him to the ceiling. So he'd stay. He talks.
That's crazy.
No way.
Hold on. Hey.
What?
Yeah.
He'll repeat anything you say.
That's
Bath.
crazy. Factory.
He
Factory?
picked up Dave's and not mine.
Yeah, he picked up Dave's. That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm his favorite, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
But y'all mentioned y'all were not roommate at first. How did you guys
No.
meet each other, and what was the process? Before we get to the meeting point, like let's talk about like your old roommate. I know you talk about like your she's from South Korea roommate,
Yeah,
right?
not North Korea.
God, I hope not North
Korea.
Korea.
And was your roommate foreign exchange as well, or was she from somewhere around Kearney or Nebraska in general?
No, my last roommate was from around this area, and to put it very lightly, we did not get along at all. Like constantly, she just didn't like me and kept putting me in positions where I had to be the bad guy, and so then she would tell everyone that I was the bad guy, and it was just like I had a terrible first semester, and so finally, and honestly, it took housing forever to get that changed for me. Like I said, 2/3 of the way through the semester, I finally was able to move after like an entire semester of me complaining about the situation. But when they did switch me roommates, they had to like go through this whole lengthy process of me explaining why I wanted my room switched and everything. But when we got to that point, I got an email with a list of names, and no hate to anyone out there, but Kira was the only one without a Bible verse in her bio, and I'm a lesbian, so
Yep.
had to go there.
I was her only shot.
Only shot. If it didn't work out,
And you opened my door on the day that Liam.
you opened your door.
Well, you came to my door. Was it the day after Liam Payne died or the day of? Because that's the only thing we talked about when you opened that door.
Yeah, because I think it was the day of, because you had posted something on your story and I said sorry.
Yeah, because you opened the door and you're like, oh, that's so sad. And I was like, I had just gotten done crying. So, you know.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's all I can
How did
remember.
you guys manage like how did you like overcome this challenge, like getting like the beef side of thing, like getting trash talk from your roommate and also trying to share that drawer, like fighting over that, like because like one thing people upcoming freshmen is gonna get to see is that type of problem, and people deal with their problem differently and stuff.
Mhm.
And if you guys can give like a type, like how should they handle the situation, like if our housing takes so long to like get a roommate swap
Yeah.
and stuff.
Personally, the days that it got really bad with my roommate, where we would have like big fights when I would have to confront her about things that she was doing, I'm really lucky. I joined a sorority last semester, and so there's a whole other sorority house, and I have a lot of friends over there. And so there were 2 nights in particular where it was like really, really bad, where I went and spent the night over there. But then usually like when I would wake up and go to class, I wouldn't return to the dorm till I had to go back to sleep. So I would just spend my time in the library, the union, sorority house, or like if I was in classes or had to go to work, like when I would wake up in the morning, I would take all my stuff and go.
Yeah. So for me, the roommate I was with, I like in the room with, I really did like her. She was a really nice person. We were just both very awkward people, so we just never talked or anything. And she was not a bad person. I loved her so much. But my suite mates, they weren't horrible people. We just did not get along as well. Like I just had a couple experiences with them where I felt a little uncomfortable. But eventually they all left me, so I didn't have to worry about moving out or anything. But they all moved out because they're all older than me. They were all like 20, 21, and I was 18. I was a freshman, so that was like I just couldn't really relate to them at all. And I was a lot younger, so I just feel like they were like, she's a freshman. So they all moved to the nicer dorms and stuff and left me. So I'm honestly really glad because now I don't have suite mates and I have Sheridan.
Yay!
But yeah, it honestly was I don't know. It's a really stressful thing moving in with people you don't know.
Mhm.
And I know a lot of people who had great experiences, and then obviously we did not have the best experiences. But yeah, I would definitely say meet your roommates before you move in with them.
Yeah.
Sign
and
up early, guys.
Yes, my biggest advice would be start looking for a roommate as soon as possible.
Yeah.
Like even if you're not 100% sure you want to go to a college, like even if it's not UNK, like you need to start looking for a
Yeah.
roommate because some of those other people aren't completely sure they're going to go there either.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I'll just leave it up to fate. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Just at least try to meet someone who has similar, like either a similar career path or like similar interests, because otherwise it's so much more work and so much more stress.
But how do you know she's the one, like your roommate is the one, like, or do you know is that perfect fit? Like, can you tell at first, or you have to be living with that person? Because people, like something I noticed, people can give a fake image out there, and
Mhm.
after when you start living with them, first week, they all happy in each, like you all
Yeah.
happy to see each other. Second week, you all like talk like stranger crazy.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so with my first roommate, we kind of had a honeymoon period. So for like a good month, like things were going really well. Like I didn't have any particular like problems with her or anything, but then like little stuff started popping up and then it just snowballed into like things that I personally couldn't handle. And so I just think that like when you're looking for a roommate, like of course it's important to say, "Hey, like are you a morning or a night person? Like
Hmm.
what's your major? Like what kind of things do you like?" But I also think it's important to kind of understand how the other person's mind works because one thing personally that's really important to me are like my values and the things that I really believe in. And so when you butt heads with a roommate on things like that, it just doesn't it just doesn't work. Like
Mhm.
my roommate personally, like she thought it was totally okay to shower with her boyfriend while I was in the room. And to me, that's not
Wait,
okay.
what?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like it's like
That's
I
crazy.
feel like you just like when you meet. I feel like meeting them in person is important
It's
first
so
off
important.
because I like the like talking to my roommates over the like on Instagram. We texted for like a little bit before school started. Completely different personality than when I met them in person. It was like a completely different.
Jeez.
Yeah, so definitely try and meet them in person if you can. And then like yeah, definitely ask like little questions like that. Like I know they seem so dumb, but it's like I feel like it's really important like to know what their values are and just try
Mhm.
and see if you like line up with that stuff
Yeah,
because
I have a very positive
yeah.
mindset. If I was with somebody with a very negative mindset,
It's not
we
gonna
would butt
work.
heads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the core beliefs of your personality, like it's totally okay that we don't like particularly like all of the same music.
Yeah.
You don't have to be the same person. But like those core parts of your personality and the way that you think about the world and that you think about things, those things aren't easily changed.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what I would yeah. And it's also like my other roommate would bring up all the time, well, I was just raised differently. And that's so very true because some of you out there might be like, "Oh, she was showering with her roommate or sorry, she was showering with her boyfriend." Like
Pause, right?
like that
Story
would
change.
I was like that wouldn't really bother me, but like personally like for me that did really bother me because I
Yeah.
didn't know what they were
Same
doing in there.
same with like partying and stuff. I feel like that's
Yes.
such a big question to ask. If you don't mind partying, then that's fine. But like me personally, I did not want a roommate who partied or vaped or anything. And so like that was something I really expressed because like I just don't want to be put around that stuff. And so like obviously if you don't care about it or if you do it, that's like I feel like that's a very important thing to mention.
Because like if you think about it, like personally, like if you go party, it doesn't bother me. But if you're roommates with somebody who parties, that means that they're going to be coming in at late hours. Like they
And
might
they're
wanna,
probably going to be loud.
yeah,
That's
they might want to
true.
bring people over to get ready. It's like things like that you don't particularly think about.
And especially if you were a partier, I just feel like it'd be more fun to have a partier roommate. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like just find someone
There
that
you
like fits with you.
Mhm.
Wait, speaking of party, like, I know we talking about dorm. Like, what's your guys' advice towards like, cause like I know upcoming people is just gonna, like, as a freshman, you need to experience that, and some people after the first experience they done, and some other people are gonna see it as the drugs, keep going every week, every weekend and stuff like that. So, what's your guys' thought? Like, what's your guys' advice to them and stuff like that?
I want everyone who's listening to take this with a grain of salt because being completely transparent, I haven't been to a party yet on campus. But I definitely have friends who have been to parties. And so one thing that I think is really, really important is that if you're going to a party, you need to go with someone who's been to a party before. You need to find someone who's been specifically to that place or just like you really trust to go with you, because like it's a brand new experience. Like your parents aren't here, like you're really independent. Like my biggest advice would be like you can go have fun, just have a support system so that you can stay safe if something ever came up.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been to a party either, but I would just say don't be dumb, because I know a couple people who are they don't know how to control themselves, and that's almost gotten them in a lot of trouble multiple times, especially when you're coming here with like scholarships and stuff like that. If you get in trouble, that's going to get taken away. Like, yes, it's important to have fun, but you're here for school, and like you're so lucky to be having things paid for. Don't ruin that. Like, go have fun, but just be responsible about it. Like, that's free money.
It's free money.
That's why, because in second episode we were talking about like parties and stuff, and we're think like, because some guys said, tell a freshman, as a freshman you need to experience, because the older you get, it's not, the house party is not going to be the same because you get older and
Yeah.
stuff. So some people in episode 2 said, you should, as a freshman you should go out more, and I wasn't okay with that, because there's consequences, because we all came, some of us came with big scholarships, some of us have big leadership role in campus and
Yeah.
stuff like that. And sometime when you don't have a DD and you put yourself out
Yeah.
there and you do crazy stuff, like you cook, like your video is gonna end up like next morning you wake up and stuff like that and start seeing a bunch of emails and
I also
stuff.
think it's important to realize that like this is the first time that you're living, for the majority. It's your first time living alone. You're going to be learning a lot of things about yourself that you didn't particularly know before. And so it's really important to go and have experiences and stuff. And like, we're not telling you to go out, like you can't ever go party,
Yeah.
but there's way more to life than going to house parties and drinking and partying. Like you're in college, you're going to meet the people that are going to be friends with you for the rest of your life, and making connections and learning about yourself, and honestly doing well in school. Like all of that's really, really important. So I wouldn't put any of that on the back burner just to go to some parties.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I don't think it's a horrible thing if you want to go every once in a while, but like, there's so much more to college. Like, I've never been to a party, and I have so much fun doing other stuff. Like, you just, like, I have so many things that I find fun. You just have to find people that are like you and, like, you can have fun with, because I just personally don't want to get in trouble. And there's so many other ways to have fun.
Yeah. Speaking of connection, I heard you say connection. I was thinking, like, is it a must have? Like, when you come, we're gonna go back to the dorms right now. Is it a must have, like, to connect with your floor? So if you move in, like, do you like advise them, like, to should they stay in their dorm or go out there as soon they finish set up their room, try to meet their neighbor next door and stuff like that? Should they meet everybody on the floor, try to like know their major and stuff like that, or try to be like stay in their room, never talk to nobody?
So I've lived on 2 floors so far, and I never really went out and connected with my floor. I mean, we live in the towers, so you have 3 other roommates usually. Kira and I don't, but that's a unique situation. But honestly, like, in my personal opinion, I think it's more important to have a few close friends than a lot of friends that you just kind of know. So, like, of course, it's important to go out there and, like, introduce yourself and stuff, especially to your RAs. Like, make sure your RAs know who you are. But, like,
I never talked to my RA. I never talked to my RA, so I'm cooked, you say?
well, I don't think, no, I just think it's important because, like, if you ever need help or, like, you see them on campus, they're older students. Like, you could definitely go to them for advice. Like, they're literally built in for you right there.
Especially if you just like go to the floor meetings, they'll get to know you.
Oh,
They'll make it easier. Like, if you're not good at talking, trust me, I am not either. Oh my gosh.
Some of those are mandatory.
I was
Dave.
gonna say those are required.
No,
That's crazy.
I have class. I sometimes I'm not even in campus and just do floor meeting.
I'm just
so
hearing a lot of excuses.
don't skip floor meeting, guys. It's
No,
important. Don't be like me.
I think floor meetings, they might sound dumb, but honestly, I feel like they're so important. It's so good to just know your RAs, because you never know if you're going to need to go talk to them, if you're going to have a bad roommate or something. And even if you don't necessarily know anyone on your floor, even if you just, there's like whole building meetings and stuff, it's just like an opportunity to get out. And like, even if you don't like anyone on your floor, then you know you don't like any of them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I think it's more important, like, than learning like the names of people on your floor. I think it's more important to go out and find like organizations that you want to be a part of. Like I mentioned, like I'm part of a sorority. All of those girls I really like, and I have a huge group of friends over there. I love them all. Like Kira, you're in the elementary education club.
Mm-hmm.
Like you go do that. Like you know people from that. And so I think it's just kind of important to like go because especially like Ed Club, they all want to be elementary school teachers. You already have one thing in common,
Mm-hmm.
and you all are trying to achieve the same goal.
Yeah. And like you were saying, I do think it is really important to leave your dorm because
Yeah.
my first few months here, ooh girl, I did not leave this dorm. I
Jeez.
didn't do anything. I didn't go eat in the cafeteria. I did not leave my dorm for anything other than class.
It's okay, guys. Now
That's
I drag Kira out.
crazy.
Yeah, but like now that I have Sheridan, she makes me go everywhere. Like I honestly, it's just even if you're like going to the library and studying, just like being out and about and seeing faces,
Yeah.
it like eventually like you're gonna like just start talking to people,
Oh,
and
yeah.
it just like trust me, just go out. I know it sounds horrible, but it's not.
It's definitely not a horrible thing. Like literally just going to the Grace to eat, because UNK is a smaller campus. I literally, like, there are days where I see upwards to 15 different people that I know just eating in the cafeteria. So it's just important to start learning faces, because like, and just because I know these people doesn't mean I'm super close with them. And it's
There you go.
all about like connections. Like
Yeah.
Oh, she got a lot of connection.
I have a lot of
Like,
connections.
I
Not
remember
me.
first time I met Sheridan, I asked her, give me five, 4 people to do a campaign video. Like in 5 seconds, she answered me, I got you.
Yeah.
As soon as I got back, we got a commercial running. Like
Mhm.
that was insane.
Yeah,
Like,
well, it's
she got
nice.
that connection.
It's nice because like two of the people I'm closest to on campus are really social, so then I just meet everyone through them
Yeah.
because
See, like,
I'm not,
Kira really didn't want to do this podcast, but I mean,
and
Do
I'm
it.
having the time of my life.
it's an experience. Like it's fun to talk.
I love this. I
What-
feel like we're filming a movie.
Yeah, like when you have the opportunity, go do things.
Oh, this is one thing my brother told me before he left for for college. When I was still in high school, he was like, just like whenever your friends ask you to do something, obviously if it's like safe, if they ask you to like do something, just never say no. Like even if you don't want to, even if you're tired or you like, just do it because it's like you're not gonna remember. Oh, I was so tired that night. You're gonna remember.
Yep.
Oh, we went and had fun. Or I'm gonna remember that we filmed the podcast. You know what I mean? Even though I was
Yeah.
really tired because I have an 8 a.m. tomorrow.
You know what? But it's totally fine. It's only like
What time is it?
10:47.
It's like 10:47. It's not that
Yeah,
bad.
it's not that bad. But on it, like within reason, he was just like, just don't say no. Like even if you don't want to do it, just go make memories, like have experiences. And like he told me that my freshman year, and like I've always stuck with that.
Because FOMO is definitely
Ooh,
real.
yeah,
And like another thing that people don't really think about, it's like don't be on your phone the whole time, but take pictures.
yeah.
Take pictures. That's so fun to remember. Like clearly, I'm sentimental.
I love a
Yeah,
picture.
Clearly, I'm
your guys want
sentimental.
crazy. Like there's a lot of
Yeah,
pictures all
there's
over
a
the
lot.
place.
We
One-
have a lot of stuff.
One thing I do is love. I love so many things.
Yeah, and we have them all over our walls.
yeah.
We
Like
got
one-
BTS over BTS.
BTS Army.
Yeah,
Like butter.
One thing that's super fun on campus that like doesn't cost a lot of money is like every once in a while we'll go down to the World Theater and we'll watch a movie.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
heck
like
yeah.
that thing is free.
It's
Like
free sometimes.
you guys need to go there.
yeah,
Like
free sometimes.
and I love a movie theater.
yes, and they're so fun. Like for Halloween, we went and saw Midsummer.
Oh, terrible movie. Don't see it.
No, that movie was so good.
The
Kira just
theater-
didn't
Don't
understand.
spoil
Theater,
it, yeah.
fun. Movie, horrible.
how
What
bad
is-
was it? Was it really
Oh,
that
it was-
bad?
It was.
Please.
It was good.
No,
good?
please. I like you need to know what happens in this movie. It's freaky.
It's freaky.
Freaky.
It's
I'm a-
freaky.
I'm a
What type of freaky?
I'm a movie connoisseur, guys. Like
Yeah, me
I have a whole
too.
Letterboxd account. Like,
But not freaky movies like that.
girl, what's your favorite movie?
Pride
Oh.
and Prejudice.
Right.
Oh.
My favorite movie is Hacksaw
Fuck
Ridge,
me.
guys. What's your
Okay.
favorite movie, Dave? Share.
Do I have one?
Stretch out my leg.
I have Pride and Prejudice poster on the wall over there that you
She
can't see.
does.
I should have worn my Mr. Darcy shirt.
shirt. Like La La Land. That shit- that-
La La Land,
oh,
fire.
it's so good.
I'll cry every time.
Yeah, me too.
For sure.
Every time.
But what was I about to say? Speaking of dorm, what about grade? Like the grades. Like, do you guys like the food? Like, what is your food okay? Like when you move to your dorm and stuff like that, is your cat food okay?
Oh girl.
Like, what's your guys' opinion? Like, should they bring their own pre-made food from home, for one straight week and go back home and get that
No.
again, or
No.
should they eat this stuff at the cafeteria?
If you're gonna go to one meal, go to lunch because when they have that Mexican cuisine in there,
Ooh,
Lunch. Yeah. One thing about carne.
oh my
their
god,
Mexican cuisine, they eat
they,
that.
they,
up.
they know how to do that.
Yeah.
Lunch is always better than
Yeah,
dinner,
absolutely.
which feels like it should be backwards.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
crazy to me because like I used to never go to lunch because I just don't have like time between my classes.
Me neither.
But like I always go to dinner, so it's just crazy to me because why is lunch better?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's backwards.
Like personally, I never have time to go to lunch, so I have like a bunch of canned foods. Like me
Yeah.
and Kira, we love our taquitos.
Ooh,
We have
girl.
a big box of taquitos in the
Oh,
freezer.
jeez.
She loves those taquitos. I do too.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, they're yum. But I would suggest having like little microwavable things or something in your freezer that you can make if you're just like if it's cold, you don't or crappy weather, you don't want to go out, or you're just like in a rush. But honestly, the Gray's food is not bad. It just might make your tummy upset a little bit.
You'll learn like the more you come here, like you'll learn what's good and what's bad. Like when
Yeah.
you see something on the menu, like and you'll be like, I don't really want to go tonight.
Yeah.
But then you'll see another thing, like me personally, I love the burgers here. So every time there's
They are
burgers,
I actually
I'll
I
go
kind of
with the
agree.
burgers. Yeah, like every time they have
Sometimes they need, like, I don't know.
every
For
time
me,
they
it's
have
mid.
mac and cheese, they're good. Like chicken nuggets, that stuff's good.
I love their popcorn shrimp.
Sometimes they're good. Yeah.
But
It's depending
then
on
there's
the-
other things. Like I can't really think of a lot of examples of what's like really bad.
There's just some nights where it's like random chickens and
Yeah.
stuff. It's
There you
just
go.
like there's
And the
nothing
rice
that's like
that's
yeah.
uncooked sometimes.
The rice
like,
is bad. Never get the
yeah,
rice.
Like if
So-
you don't get the Mexican rice and the lunch part, like if you try to get another rice, I
and
think
they always
But-
have pizza. I
Yeah,
think
they
the
always have
pizza's
like
bad.
pizza and pasta. I honestly don't mind the pizza,
sometimes
but
they burn. Like
Yeah, and,
sometimes
like, the
like,
I dip it in
yeah.
Alfredo sauce and it makes it better.
The noodles
Oh,
are
never
always
tried
like
that.
falling apart. Like you'll just like learn
Yeah.
what's good and what's bad. And like same thing, like they always have like a good like a fun dessert. Like Wednesday's always cupcakes. The
And ice
cupcakes
cream.
are always good. And they always have ice cream.
Yeah, I need to try that.
And honestly, if you get a meal plan, you're most people like I don't know anyone who's run out of swipes.
You're not gonna
So
run out of
you're
swipes.
not gonna run out of swipes, I promise. And so like I have friends who will just swipe in and go get ice cream whenever they want ice cream.
Yeah.
Because
And
like
it's-
last semester I
really
think I had
smart.
like an extra 160 swipes.
Yeah, which is
Lucky me too.
insane.
Yeah, I had a
Because-
lot.
Usually I don't eat. First week I never eat at the dorm. At the grades and stuff, like I always eat at my dorm and stuff. So I end up having so much. Like I try to like
Yeah.
swipe for everybody that don't have a meal plan in campus, and still I couldn't run out and stuff.
Yeah.
But like, if you have a friend group, like one thing I was kind of scared to go to grades for because I didn't have like a good friend group to go to and so, and I decided to stay at my dorm. As soon as I found a friend group, like when I started getting eating with you guys, like sharing and stuff, so I keep swiping, and it was kind of like one thing about the grades, you make connection, and
Oh,
you guys
yeah.
should go there just for the connection, not for the food. But yeah, like eating with friends kind of go to because time go fast. Like you guys gonna start talking, and you guys be ending up there for like 2 hours and
Yeah.
stuff.
Because if you feel like you haven't really accomplished anything that day, just if you like go have dinner, that's like really nice socialization. Because like going to class can seem super redundant, but just getting out of your dorm room to go eat at the Grays for like 30, 45 minutes, I guarantee you'll feel really like refreshed.
That's what I'm saying.
And also, it's not awkward to go eat by yourself.
No,
because
it's
I was
not.
terrified to go eat by myself. I would not go eat by myself. Literally everyone goes and eats by themselves. Like if you
That's
if
true.
you have no one to go to, just go. Like it's really not embarrassing. Like bring headphones. No one is gonna judge you for eating by yourself.
Because like personally, like you have class, and then when she doesn't have class, I have class.
Yeah.
And then when I don't have class, she has. So it's like we can't
It's-
ever really go eat like lunch together.
Yeah.
So like if I ever wanted to go by myself, it's so not awkward because it is so hard to find people, especially during like middle of the day lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who like don't have classes during that time.
Yeah. And I was always like, oh, everyone's gonna be like staring at me like, oh, that loser's eating alone.
Yeah, definitely. not.
Nobody cares.
That's
Nobody
true.
cares.
They all minding their own business. I used to
Yeah.
have the same idea, like, because every time people look at me, I thought they judge me and stuff
Yeah.
like that, but it's not the case.
Nobody like I came into college thinking everybody was gonna
There
care
you
because
go.
I came from a small town where everyone knows everyone, but it is really like you get here, nobody cares. It's like everyone just kind of minds their own business. Like you're not gonna be judged. Like nobody cares.
And then
It's
if
not that deep.
somebody sees you in the Grays who you know, they might just come sit with you.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Like there's always
yeah.
opportunities for that
Mm-hmm.
too. Or if you see somebody that you know, just go sit with them. Like that stuff's fun.
There you go.
Yeah.
Don't be too shy, guys. Make sure you guys make connection. Y'all are here for a reason, and put yourself out there. People don't buy it. Like I'm telling you, they pretty sweet. Like, yeah.
Except for Sheridan, she does bite.
Oh yeah.
Occasionally.
Oh.
Depends on the day.
Pause.
Another thing.
What?
Sorry guys, I had another thought. Another thing about making connections is as soon as you start getting into your major specific classes, because UNK is such a small campus, you're going to be seeing these people in almost
Yeah.
all of your
Yeah.
classes.
Yeah.
So be nice to these people. Say hi. You know, like this semester, I have this girl who's in like 2 of my classes and we're not even in the same major. So just be nice to people. Go talk to them. Because I guarantee you they're in the same boat as you. Because one thing about campus is there really are no like popular, unpopular people on campus.
Yeah.
Because like it is a smaller campus, but there's so many people. So like in high school, obviously you have like popular kids in school. It's not really like that. Like of course there's going to be people that you see more because like Dave's on student government. So a lot of people like know Dave, but he's not necessarily like popular status. Like you don't really have like, you know, it's
Yeah,
just, like,
I agree.
it's also like people that you know, like it's less stressful in college to be like trying to like fit in and stuff because there's not really anything to fit into. Like trust me, you will find your people and it will be totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. And speaking of student government, election are coming pretty soon, guys. Make sure you guys vote for me. People are watching.
Vote for Wedley
and
Martin.
There you go. I guess you guys vote. Who are you voting for senator?
I don't. I guess Dave. I guess.
I guess they. Oh my god.
Yes.
I suppose.
Faye. Oh my god. I thought I was a real one.
You thought wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you guys get real friend, not fake friend, guys. Like example right here in live television.
Yeah.
But before we close, wanted to say like we talk about the meal, roommate situation, dorm situation, and one thing and you said speaking with your RA and everything and making connection. So would you recommend a freshman to leave on campus or no? Don't leave on campus.
Live
What's
on
it-
campus.
Oh my
That's
gosh,
what-
live on campus.
Leave on campus will be the best option.
Yeah.
Yes.
Unless you like live in Kearney.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there's like a very like don't commute. You're gonna spend the same amount of money on gas than like
And it's just like it's so much easier living on campus because everything's right here.
I
Like
wake up 15 minutes before class and make it on time.
if
So
you
That's
have
true.
to if you have to get up and drive to class, especially in the winter, it's miserable. You're more like I just feel like I would never want to come.
oh yeah. for
When
sure.
you're on campus, you're here. It's like I might as well just go. It'll be like an hour and I'll be right back in my room. Like and just live on campus. If like you're not from Kearney, live on campus.
Yeah, the one exception would be like for example, like you live in Kearney, it would be like if you just lived at home because once you're on campus for like classes and stuff, like then you're not really gonna want to leave if that makes sense. But like if you do live on campus, then you have a dorm to come back to because like right after class, I'd beeline back to the dorm.
And like I know so many people that live off campus and they're just like it's just like so there's so many like issues with it and stuff and they're always like trying to get new places to live because this place had a problem.
Yeah.
And I just like feel like it's so much easier and like there's a meal plan then you just don't have to worry about food.
And you don't have to worry about rent. Like
And
it'll
you
Yeah.
can
go on
swipe too.
tuition.
Y'all didn't talk about the swipe thing, like for Chick-fil-A and everything.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
y'all.
have Chick-fil-A, we have Starbucks, we have
Subway,
Subway.
the grid, which I didn't know we could use. I didn't know we could use our money there. It's like a little basically like gas station store. Like there's just like a
Never
bunch of
went there.
snacks in there.
Is it good? Like,
Yeah,
is
there's
it
just-
worth it?
There's a yeah, totally, because it's better. Like I would always go to Walmart and get snacks, but like you could literally just use your money that's already on your card and go get snacks.
Because especially if you have
It feels free.
like
It's
scholarships,
free.
yeah, it really does feel free.
Yeah.
But if you have like scholarships and stuff, it's all going on your MyBlue. And like, yes, you do have to pay it eventually, but it's not like that strain of, oh, I need to find a job so I can pay rent every month and things like that. Like, it's different.
Yeah. Also, this is another thing. This is off topic. I'm switching the topic.
Switch that topic, girl.
I'm gonna switch that topic really quick, because you mentioned jobs.
Yes.
But one thing I was really worried about when coming to like college was the schoolwork. It's really not that bad.
it's not horrible.
Yes.
Might be an unpopular opinion, but I don't.
It's
I'm also an elementary ed
Yeah.
major.
it's also
Keep
major
that in
dependent.
mind.
like I'm also an LED major, but especially your freshman year, a lot of the classes you're going to be taking are general education
Yeah, it's
classes.
just gen ed. Like, don't be scared right away. I'm sure classes do get harder, but
They
like
do.
I thought like I was gonna come into college and just like be lost and not know anything. Like your first semester, you're taking gen eds. It's really not gonna be that terrible right away.
And if also like if you get stuck with your homework and stuff, do some tutoring center.
Yeah.
like,
There's tutoring if you make friends that are older than you. Like, one thing that I will take this to my grave, as soon as you walk into a class, like when you start classes at a new semester, your first objective should be, I need to make a friend in this class and get some contact information, like
There you go.
Instagram or something, so that if you ever have any questions, instead of having to email the teacher, you can ask your classmate. And then that's also a super easy way to make friends. And then also get more Instagram followers.
There we go.
Also, don't be afraid to email those teachers because
Yeah.
I cannot tell you how many times I email those teachers.
Email
They
the
probably
teacher.
hate me by now, but like if you don't know, just email them because like they know like they'll help you, and it's so much better to just email them and get like your questions answered than to just struggle and do it wrong.
That's true.
I'm realizing that what I said about Instagram followers earlier is pretty shallow, and I didn't mean it like that. I meant like more connections and stuff. So like you know more people.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I meant. I promise.
Mm-hmm.
I promise, girl. I'm no influencer. I wish
We
I was,
know.
though. I wish I was.
We
Give me
can tell.
PR.
PR is crazy.
But yeah, I feel like we run not out of time. I feel like we cover kind of the main topic about the dorms and kind of
There's
like
a lot more.
and yeah, there is a lot more. That's a wide topic and stuff
Mhm.
like that. I feel like there's gonna be a part two, and that's just season one. I try to give every freshman like a quick pick what they're gonna like get when they step as soon they step in college. Like they're
For
gonna
sure.
be like not left alone, but it's gonna be like feel that they will have that feeling when they
Mhm.
step. As soon the door closes and your mom say goodbye and drive away out of town. So you're gonna get that feeling, oh, I'm an adult now, I need to grow up and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And also one thing they need to make sure that like every action come with a consequence. So you need to be smart about what you do in college and stuff. So, because a lot of you guys will be coming with scholarship, some of you no scholarship, but still reputation count and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So don't go crazy like you have a dorm and stuff like that, you know. So before I wrap everything up, like you guys have any extra comment you will add for their surviving journey?
I think just the biggest thing to remember is you'll be okay. Like,
Yeah.
a lot of people here are in the same exact
Ugh.
boat as you. Like, it might seem like it's so overwhelming and you're never going to figure everything out, but trust me, you'll be okay.
Also, if you are struggling with mental health, because girl, I was too. There
Retweet.
is therapy on campus, and like
It's free.
Yeah, free therapy, free. Like the doctor's free. Go because I went and oh my god, I'm a completely different person from when I first like came to college. I was struggling with mental health so bad. Like they will help you. They like yes, it might take a while, but they will help you, and they will not get fed up with you. They will help you through it. Like just get help
Except
if
for the
you need it.
receptionist.
Yeah, the reception. One of the receptionists at the therapy place is mean, but just don't go on Thursday mornings.
Don't
and
let that deter you.
yeah, Thursday mornings is a no go, but otherwise you're
What's her name?
fine.
I'm kidding. was
I
gonna
don't
say,
remember her
what's
name, but
Yeah,
she
I
was
don't know her name.
mean. She was old. It's the old one.
Oh, boo.
But
She was really mean. She made me cry on multiple occasions.
That's fine.
So just don't go on Thursday mornings.
You heard. Don't go on Thursday morning.
Monday morning is good though. That lady was really nice.
yeah, you'll be okay. Ask for help when you need it.
Yeah, definitely.
People will be there to give you help. Like, we're
Mhm.
in Kearney, Nebraska. They're not going to withhold help from you.
Yeah.
You're going to get help,
Yeah.
especially anywhere you go.
Yeah.
Like, people are nicer than you think.
Especially as a small campus, people are willing to help you.
Oh, for sure.
All right, guys. I think that will be everything for episode 4. And I feel like you guys should take notes behind that screen. And because I'm telling you.
Oh, I would have loved this when I was coming up.
Oh,
That's what I was
girl,
saying.
me too.
Like, because there's not. If you watch TikTok about college, you don't tell you about
Yeah.
like the dark side of it. Like,
And this is like specific to UNK too if you're
that's
coming
what I'm
here.
saying. Like, and I feel like I can't apply the same thing for bigger campus because bigger campus, the connection is way harder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Harder.
different.
Yeah. Like, because I went to UNL, it's big. I'm telling you, it's big.
Really big.
I would not survive.
Like, dude, I'm on a class I will skip. because I'm so lazy to walk. But like, if you get a chance to go to a smaller school, you save money, and also you get to connect with the professor way better in a bigger school. So don't go for the school. If a smaller school offer a major, consider about going to that smaller school instead of a bigger school, because
Especially if it's cheaper.
that's what I'm saying. You save
It's
that
cheaper.
money.
Totally worth it.
It's cheaper and it's a state school.
Yeah.
So more funding for scholarships.
Scholarships are so important, guys.
Apply.
There
Please.
you go.
Apply.
Yeah, make
do
sure you
it.
guys apply.
Apply.
I know it sucks, but it's so worth it.
But yeah, thank you guys like for being part of the podcast, and you guys might see them again like
Yeah,
pretty soon.
we'll be back.
Yeah, we will.
We'll be
Because
back.
that's just episode 4, and for season 1, there's gonna be a season 2.
We have a lot to say.
There's
Lot of
there's
One
a
thing
lot.
about me and Sheridan is we like to talk.
Pum, pum,
We
pum,
got
pum.
opinions and we feel very
Oh, yeah.
strongly about them.
I feel like if we had an interview about K-pop, like that thing's gonna be like 4 hours.
Talk
Like-
about boy bands.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I
don't
love
get
a
me
boy
started on One
band.
Direction and Big Time Rush.
Crazy.
I'll go on forever.
But
You would never get me to shut up. You would have to pry this mic out of my cold dead hand.
Trust
that's
me, guys.
crazy.
I would know. Yeah,
Nah.
she'll keep me up all night talking
Your
about it.
entire collection.
Yeah.
Your wall here is crazy too. Like like I said,
I wish you guys
BTS.
could see our giant Sal tapestry.
Yeah, you're in front of Sal.
I will make sure to post a dorm tour about.
Yes, we would love
especially
to give a dorm
that
tour.
episode.
Yeah,
Because their dorm, like, low-key look good.
It's
And-
really fun.
Low key.
And they give me free drink. I got a free Dr. Pepper. And
The blackberry. Go
Blackberry
try it.
kind. It's good.
There we
It's
go.
actually good.
Really
I like
yummy.
it.
What's your dorm number?
And I got 1,000 points
What's
on
the number?
Fetch.
Yeah.
I feel like we shouldn't tell you that on the podcast.
If you
Yep.
guys need free drink, just
No.
Please don't
lucky.
come to us.
Come to our dorm.
I'm broke
'Cause-
actually.
They have a lot of drink in the fridge we need to get rid of.
I'm broke actually.
Yeah.
Bought a giant parrot.
It was $12. He had a big rip.
He had a big rip.
He was.
Right.
cheap.
Show it to the camera. Let us see it. Let us see it.
Pull him up. Pull
I'm
back up.
trying- I don't want. I don't.
That's Raph.
This
Sorry,
is.
guys.
I was gonna say this is Raph. He has a hole in his neck, but I'm just
me
gonna
see.
make my mom sew it. It's right here.
Oh, jeez.
But it's just little, and it
Like,
was.
you can barely see
He
it.
was
Like,
$12 cheaper for that,
The RAs
Like, what's-
watched
is it
us
24?
carry him in. They were having a giant meeting
Yep.
downstairs.
and they watched us carry him in. And then that's Bath. I got him last year.
Make fun of him.
Yeah.
That's
So then I had to
true.
get a parrot.
I'm telling you, we should do a dorm tour. and
It's
talk about
really fun in
K-pop.
here.
Let us know so we can sweep.
That's what I'm saying.
So I can sweep my side.
Yeah, I keep
Only
my
my
side,
side.
swept. Whoops, you were sleeping. I didn't want to be all up in your business
I
over
do
here.
your dishes.
I know. I will
Beef,
sweep. I
beef
will
2.0
sweep.
right here.
I will sweep your side of the
That's
room.
Talking about roommate beefy.
I will sweep your side of the room when you're awake.
Oh, maybe you should put this earlier, but another thing, make sure your roommate knows how to do their chores. Like,
Oh my
actually,
God.
My last roommate, she wouldn't do anything. She wouldn't even clean out her cat's litter box. That's
Hey, guys.
nasty.
Clean your hair out of the shower.
Oh.
Don't leave hair everywhere.
Like-
because my last roommate, I'm not gonna say which one, but one of them left hair everywhere in the bathroom. And it's so gross. I was pulling clumps of hair out of there. It's such a simple thing you don't think about when you're at home. Please clean your hair up. It's so gross.
Okay, we should probably close.
Okay, sorry. We're getting off topic. But there's just so many things.
It's fun. Like, I'm telling you.
There's so many things you need to know.
Like, because, like, how many hours you got so far? 49 minutes. It's
49 hours.
49
hours. I wouldn't be
Episode
surprised.
2 was like 2 hour long. It was that we got so many noise complaints. It was, I'm telling you, Party Paradox, everybody got stories.
That's
And it was long. And I had to, like, the camera died. We had to charge it while
my
recording.
gosh.
And it was pretty fun.
My
2 hour
legs are
long.
sore.
I know. I'm actually getting hot from the lights. Our room is so cold, and it's
That's
hot
what
in
I'm
here right
saying.
now.
Dave said I look like Beyonce, guys. Be honest. Do I look like Beyonce?
Yeah. Yeah.
Shine Like on a Dime. Is that Beyonce?
That's
or is that-
Rihanna.
That's Rihanna.
What song Beyonce be making?
Halo, halo, halo.
Don't know
Crazy
what
in
that-
Love.
You know Crazy in Love?
No.
Come
Hey,
here,
what's
come
her,
here,
what's her
crazy
song she got a
in
Grammy
love.
for?
Beyonce?
Yeah.
Wasn't that in the whole album?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Carter?
I didn't watch it.
Oh,
I just watched
Billie
it.
Eilish deserve that. Like I'm telling you, like
Billie
bro,
Eilish robbed. She needed a Grammy for that album.
our tour was crazy. Sale mics out. Like I'm telling you, we should create a podcast about like Billie Eilish getting robbed and stuff.
I would love to create a podcast just talking about music.
That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
my
the
gosh,
music.
same.
Oh, I mean,
Don't even
Next
get me
topic.
started on Lemonade Mouth.
Ooh,
crazy,
see, because the
Perfect album.
because the person who wrote some of the Lemonade Mouth songs, like "She's So Gone," has written songs for BTS.
Yeah, crazy.
So come on, guys, like
I love Lemonade
K-pop
Mouth.
isn't scary. K-pop is not scary. You're just not used to it.
Yeah, you're not used to it. I'm
How
not
did we
really
get
into
here?
it, but I'm listening to it so far.
How did
so,
we get here?
True.
Because I can find a way to make anything,
Anything,
about BTS.
yes. Yeah, I know.
That's true.
It's a talent of mine.
It really is.
for
I guess
sure.
you could call it talent.
That'd be cool, right?
Whoa.
Your face right here.
Yeah, my old sweet mate. I miss her so dearly.
She's so
We
nice.
had dinner today.
Bro, thanks for the invite, guys.
We did invite you, actually. Dave
Oh.
said he wanted to eat at home.
It's okay. I declined it too.
Thank
I
you,
have
thank-
so many leftovers in the fridge.
Guys, we do say what we do mean what we said earlier by leave your dorm. Leave your dorm.
Yeah. I'm a bad example, but do leave your dorm.
Me too. Like, go make connection out there, like make friends and stuff like that. But yeah, let's wrap it up.
Okay.
For like
Okay.
the third time.
Yeah, this is
For
like our
the
fourth
third
time trying to
alright.
end it.
But yeah, that was episode 3 or 4.
Four.
I said 4.
Four.
Yeah. That was episode 4. Make sure you guys stay tuned for episode 5. That will drop on Monday. Every Monday, you guys get a new episode. And
Unfortunately, we won't be in that one. I know.
yeah,
Deal breaker.
Sorry.
yeah,
Ugh,
y'all
I
should drop in the
know.
comment if you guys want Sheridan and. Goddamn.
Bro forgot my name or something.
No.
It's Kira.
I know.
It's Kira.
Sheridan and Kira back. I know it was Kira. I was joking.
I'm gonna go comment.
I was joking. Amazing.
I'm
No,
gonna
pause.
I'm gonna comment on all my different accounts.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Y'all should drop like a lot of comment and
On my Tom Holland
see
fan account.
If we're gonna add
with
Kira
like
again.
13,000 followers per.
You know.
But yeah, y'all should stay tuned. Every Monday we drop our episode, and yeah, can't wait to see you guys in episode 5.